Good morning. Happy Saturday. I know the lighting's all off, but the sun is still coming up. Welcome to today's adventure. We decided that we've been going to Utah a whole lot. It's still February, and we've been to Utah probably like 4 times this year so far, would you say? So we want to go in a different direction. California is kind of not accessible right now because of COVID, and a little further north in Nevada, it's not quite the season for it. It's still a little cool, so we decided to go south. We are going to explore some hot springs because I know you guys like hot springs videos. So we found a hot spring called Kaiser, I think it's Kaiser Hot Spring. It's near the Parker area. It's actually in a town called Wikieup, W-I-K-I-E, up, Wikieup. Wikieup is about 2 hours and 20 minutes south of Vegas, and kind of in the Havasu area. So we're gonna go check it out. It's about a 3.4 mile hike with about a 400-foot elevation change, so pretty easy, not that hard. And we're gonna see what we can see. We have our swimsuits. It's 39 degrees now, but we have our swimsuits, and we're gonna start the day with our customary breakfast burrito. Half a burrito each. That's it. So get on the road. We just heard the GPS lady say, make a right on Chicken Springs Road. It just made me laugh.
Continue on Chicken Springs Road for half a mile.
You heard it? Here we are, the Wikieup trading post. Medicine Man will give you your lucky number. Geronimo and Minor Mike.
Minor Mike.
There's even a restaurant here. We're not gonna eat here, but that leads into a gift shop. No cookies, but lollipops. So we're about 10 miles out. You head south on 93, pass through Wikieup, and I will drop the coordinates below and the link below if you want to do this hike. This way you can put in your GPS. We have arrived. What you're going to do is park on the opposite side of the road. We are still getting ready to park. We're going to park in the shade because we're going to be smart like this dude. And you end up hiking underneath the highway and heading...
Well, the highway's heading south, so you park on the east side.
So you park on the east side?
East side of the highway.
And
then there's a bridge, and we're going to hike under it. So we're going to hike to the west.
Hike to the west. There we go. Thank God for him. I don't know my directions. We are here. We just met a little friend here, and he told us that rather than take underneath the highway down to the spring, you actually want to go around, which is much more of a gradual drop. He said if you go straight under the highway, it's just a quick drop off a cliff. We don't want to do that, so we are going to take his advice. Shout out to Wonder Hussy because he asked me about her, so if you've done this hike, awesome. I'm gonna poop all over this trail. Be careful. Be careful. Avoid the scat. Here is what that guy meant about not going
What looks like the obvious way.
what looks like the obvious way, because you'll end up having to scale that. When you get to a fork in the road, right? I knew you were going to say that. What'd you say?
Dirty Barrow.
Who says that? When you get to the fork in the road, right under the highway, go right, because that's how you're going to get down into the wash. That's where you want to be. Go, Peanut, go! I always tell Michael that he knows everything. Something about everything. You could just pick an object and point to it and be like, tell me something about that, and he will. So I just found a stick because I'm making a craft tomorrow. Don't need to talk about that. And I was telling him I need to make it smooth. And I said something about whittling wood, just because it's a cool word. And he knows the difference between whittling wood and carving wood. Tell him.
Whittling just uses a knife. Carving will use potentially other tools, drills and different shaped awls and that kind of thing.
So there you go. I think we need to whittle my stick. I'm not sure. Guys, when I said there was a lot of poop, I mean legit. Like, this is just like a video game of like dodging poop everywhere. If you want a calf and butt workout, this is it.
This is the hike.
See?
It's all sand. It's like you're hiking on a beach.
It is. It's all sand, and it's completely exposed and open. So if you're not someone that like digs the sun or could deal with it, you really can't hide anywhere here. I mean, there's a little bit of shade up against the wall, course, depending on the time of day, but
Not where you walk, there's not.
yeah, it's pretty exposed, and you get tons of little sand and rocks in your feet. So I need those little skirts for your shoes. I forget what they're called. Skirts. I need the shoe skirts. Guys, look at this. This is so pretty. Really dramatic. It looks like we're getting into like a slot canyon. Not sure if we are, but it's pretty cool. Getting into some real hiking. I mean, it's still sandy, but our recent obsession is the show Alone, which I just discovered, and we've been binge watching it like crazy. So everywhere we go, we try and find what would be a good shelter. Look at this cave we just found. If you've ever watched Alone, shelter is a big thing. This cave is perfection. It would be your shelter. All you'd have to do is build a door, so the mountain lions couldn't get you. What do we have there?
Check out the saguaro.
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 You're working on the Spanish. That's good.
And now we make the descent
Into the canyon.
into the canyon. Descending deep into the canyon.
What are you saying?
This horse is a lot of poop. Like, a lot. Like, he probably was like...
Do it! She did this earlier. Gosh.
He loves me.
The woman I love.
He loves me.
It's so hot when you do that.
Hey, looky, looky. We found the hot spring. Or a hot spring. I don't know if it's the one.
It's warm.
It's warm. It's pretty shallow. What does this say? Something oasis. Hobo. Hobo oasis. How far can we go? We are just following the water source and seeing where it goes. I don't know. It's pretty comfortable, the temperature as you go down. But we're just, hey, look, the little itty bitty waterfall. Just gonna keep following the water source. We'll see. This is where it turns into an actual adventure.
When we crossed the road, where the creek, where this spring creek crosses the road, we took the creek. We didn't continue on the road.
Yeah, definitely. It's much more interesting that way. Well, we found like a little pond. Kind of looks green. It's not exactly something that I want to go in. Should we go left where the canyon is, or go right where more rocks are? Take it! We found a swimming pool.
Sort of.
No, pretty dirty.
The dog. He doesn't know what he can do and he can't, so he just does stuff.
Peanut fell in.
Right over there.
Oh, oh, sweetheart.
He's a dog. He'll be fine.
So sad.
It's not sad. It's what dogs do.
Here, let me help you. He's covered.
Yep.
Gross.
And he probably
Peanut,
loves it.
oh,
He probably
boy.
loves it.
Get over here. Oh, we'll give him the whole. Poor Peanut. This is really, really pretty. It just keeps going, so we're just going to keep going.
The pains we go through to bring you adventure. You gotta keep all this. There you go. Hi.
Hi. There. So, I just triple dog dared him.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't work. Can you believe this? She doesn't like the movie Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is like, it's part of the holidays. You can't not like that movie. In fact, it's made me reconsider some things. I'm just saying.
It sucks. Anyone who's got any kind of taste whatsoever.
Whoa! I
So-
wouldn't say that about a movie you did.
That's true. So are you gonna go in?
Whoa.
I triple dog dare you.
Yes.
He's gonna go in the green water. Are you gonna do it right now?
When you want to do it?
Oh, I don't know. We don't know how far we're walking.
Right now. Let's go down here, and when
Okay.
we're coming back, I'll do it.
Okay. Peanut, what do you want? What do you want?
Oh, look at you.
What do you want? We climbed up a lot. It's a little difficult. So we've decided to go till we get to where the canyon starts to go in and reassess there. The hot spring is at 1.2 miles. We're now well over 2. So this is probably like as far as you want to go hike. We found the end of the road. Michael said the river keeps going, but I think it ends right here.
I can prove it if you want.
We went 2.7 miles total.
Okay, now sing Boys to Men.
Although we go to the end of the road.
She thinks Boys to Men are like this seminal group for art, history, and music. And
Give me a like if you love Boys to Men too.
oh gosh,
I want all the likes.
that's right. The great artists since then have all been inspired. In fact, most artists now, playwrights, authors, Pulitzer Prize winners, look back and they say, really, the inspirations were Shakespeare, Mozart, Tolstoy, and Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
And Boys to Men. Paul McCartney actually said that Boys to Men inspired the Beatles prenatally, if you can imagine that.
Yep. Motown Philly back again.
Even the great leaders of the 21st century, at some point or another, talk about Boys to Men influencing their political philosophies, their government, their senses of economic freedom. All came from Boys to Men. Just saying.
It's like, wow. And now we go back. Pretty warm out. It's actually a perfect day. It's not too hot. This is a good time of year to go. February, it's perfect. He is a keeper. He's holding my stick. He's holding my dog. There's a lot of cactuses here. You're a keeper. You don't want to fall on this. Look at this nasty stuff. Oof. Yuck. The canyon is really, really beautiful. All the way up and around. Super beautiful.
I have dived into the 50-degree waters, the clear, healing waters of Lake Tahoe, and now I've dived into the slimy, green, ugly waters of Arizona.
He's cold and tired. So I let him sleep on my shoulder. This rock looks like a purple ball. It's a really nice purple ball. I want to keep it, but I'm tired of collecting rocks. I don't know what to do with them. We are almost back at the hot spring, the one we will go in, saving the best for last, I think.
This is pathetic. He's actually just laid down. He's so tired from this 4-mile walk.
Isn't that nice, Peanut? He needs a bath anyway.
He's been rolling in the dirt trying to get the water off of him. So the bath idea was just thrown out the window.
Well, now we know what we're doing tonight. The wind is not friendly when you get out of a hot spring. So cold, I need my bathrobe. That was great. I think the warm spring, I'll call it a warm spring, was probably about 96 degrees if I were to guess. Definitely not 100. Felt good, felt nice. Now we have to go back, which is great, but with the sand, it's gonna be the hardest part because we were descending the entire time from the car to the hot spring. So now is when we get in at 400 feet of elevation. Now's the fun part. When you're coming back, there is an area you think you want to follow the road, but it forks you really don't want to follow the road. You need to go, he says east.
Yeah.
I say right.
Yeah, go to the right.
Go to the right. The right, which apparently is east. Almost there. We're done. We made it back to the car. And I would say that was a win.
Oh, totally. Totally.
It was a lot of fun. It was beautiful. I encourage you, if you go check out the hot springs, go further than that. And there's different forks in the road. There's tons of exploration to do there. It's a lot of fun. So just do not do this in the summer. I do not recommend it in the summer. It would be so brutal. So brutal.
This is February, and I had my shirt off, and it was hot, and so, man, it would be really rough.
Yeah, don't do it in the summer. We're going to go eat. We'll wrap this up with a burger in our hands. See you in a little bit. If you saw my video about climbing Hualapai Peak in Kingman, that's this peak right here. We loved it, and afterwards we went to eat at the Hualapai Mountain Resort. So we're going back there.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
And definitely check out that video. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Greatest view in Kingman.
Yes.
Then again, I don't know many.
One of the best views we've seen.
Yes, one of the best
hikes.
views, for sure. Hualapai Peak.
And Arizona ends up being strangely lush and green from that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Here's just kind of what it looks like around here. Everything is so green. Tons of pinyon pines. Check out, we're here at the restaurant, and I smell burgers, and apparently so do they. Hi guys.
They don't eat burgers.
You guys gotta move. We have reservations.
And it's okay. It's okay. How you doing?
Nice little tree.
Hello.
Here we are at the Hualapai Mountain Resort. We got in the room that you see a whole bunch of elk out of here. It's actually pretty cool. I ate most of my burger. I forgot to do it again. I always never get to show you guys my burger because I don't think about this video because I'm so hungry until after I pack up the other half of it. So anyway, today was awesome. It was great. Totally worth the 2.5 hour drive almost. On your way back, hit up Hualapai Mountain Resort. You will not be disappointed. It's the Mount Charleston of Kingman, if you're a Mount Charleston person. The elevation here of the resort is 6,400 feet, so it's a lot cooler up here. That's why my hood's on. Thanks so much for joining us and for the support, and we will see you on the next adventure.